Good morning. It's morning of the 21st, I believe. Something like that. 22nd. So it's pretty nipply today. Pretty cold. I'm not really used to in this late in the game in April. It's really quite cold. I think it's 1 degree. I opted not to wear a hat this morning because I really feel like wearing a hat is a wintertime thing, though I do have one in my pocket and I might actually put it on. I tried doing this new meditation process this morning just so I could write about it for my readers of my blog, which is humblepie.wordpress.com. If you're interested at all in reading up a little bit about how it's possible to be, I guess, an urban monk or a digital, someone who lives in the digital world or in the city and also still practices some Buddhism and practices some Zen meditation. But anyway, I decided that a lot of people have been telling me that they have difficulty getting into meditation and they're really not sure how to start. So I was reading on another blog, which I'll refer to in my actual post that goes alongside this one, that what you do basically is you sit again comfortably, make sure that you are ready to not move until your entire practice of those breaths are complete, and then you will basically sit in a comfortable position and you will breathe 100 times and count those 100 breaths. Takes about 6.5 minutes to complete, which is a little short for my personal tastes. I prefer a meditation session to be about 10 minutes minimum, but really 20 minutes is where I start to get a lot more benefit. But to someone who is starting off and can't even do 30 seconds, 6.5 minutes is pretty good. So a breath in and a breath out counts as one breath. And then you'll just count one in your head to yourself in order to measure. It's a pretty good way of kind of getting you into that Zen frame of mind, which is not thinking about anything. It's very difficult to think about nothing at all. So thinking about your breath or thinking about how many breaths you've had will kind of keep you grounded in not really thinking about other things, or at least will aid you in not thinking about other things. The only other advice I have is that you want to try and keep your thoughts in your mind like a blue sky. Thoughts will come. Thoughts are like clouds. Thoughts will come into the sky, and then you can just let them pass right out. Pay them no mind. Don't focus on them, and you should be fine. They just kind of pass through. It's pretty difficult thing to think I will not think of anything or no thoughts will come to me, because thoughts will come to you, and there's no way around that. So just don't stress it and just let them go through. If at first you have to reposition yourself a little bit, again, don't stress. When I first started, I was always getting upset at myself at not being able to sit for even 2 minutes without moving, and I would always restart my practice back at zero. You don't have to do that, and even now with my practice being 20 minutes or more, sometimes I have to stop and I have to move, and it's not the ideal, sure, but we don't live in an ideal, and we're striving towards the ideal. Imperfection means that we're still humans, so you'll find that will probably be pretty interesting. If that's a good perspective that helps you out, then go with that. So with that, I'll wish you all a great Thursday, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.